Today I fucked up by buying salt. Technically not TIFU, but today I finally figured it out. It was a normal afternoon about a week ago, and I had nearly run out of salt at home. After my class for my master's ended, I went for my usual shopping trip at the nearby grocery store. I was about to check out when I remembered I had to buy the salt. I knew the bus was coming soon, so I took a quick look, grabbed the cheapest product with a label containing the English word salt, which looked exactly like salt, and paid for my groceries. I'm a native English speaker living in a Nordic country, and my knowledge of the local language isn't amazing. But I knew the word for salt was the same, and was pretty sure I had what I needed. Fast forward a week, and my old container of salt has completely run out, so I use the new one to make my usual dish of vegan mashed potatoes and greens. With oil instead of butter, it tastes incredible. A minute or so after I finished sprinkling it, I smelled a very strange smell and felt a sensation in my nose that can only be described as a worse version of the water up the nose feeling. I ate a bite and threw away the rest, worrying that the food might somehow be spoiled, or that I maybe forgot to wash some detergent off the pan or the ladle. I also noticed that it didn't taste very salty, but I figured I might just have not used enough salt, and I'm used to using much less salt in my food anyway. The day after, I heated up some pre-seasoned potatoes which I consumed without incident, and today, 2 days after that, I used the same salt to season some frozen French fries. As you might guess by now, I had the same reaction. This was getting a bit too weird for me to process on my own at home, so I called my mom and told her I was worried I might be having some kind of reaction to potatoes. My brain initially forgot the normality of the pre-seasoned potatoes entirely. Step by step, I started to put things together and realized that it must have been one of the spices I was using, and the only spice I hadn't put in my food before this mess started was the salt. After searching reputable sources to see if any type of salt might cause what I experienced, I started to worry that what I had bought wasn't salt at all. After Google Translate failed to help, I finally used Wikipedia to find out I was right. When I bought it, I had noticed that the label read something like heart salt in English. It turned out that rather than sodium chloride, I had bought ammonium bicarbonate, a leavening agent used in many baking products which can irritate the nose. I was aware of the compound but not of its old name, salt of hartshorn, from which the name still used in many Nordic countries derives. Tomorrow I'm going to go and buy some real salt so that I can enjoy the taste of the food I make again. Too long did not read. Bought what I thought was salt, but was very much not salt due to a misunderstood translation. Sounds like a real assault on your senses. I was expecting dishwasher salt, to be honest. That is a whole lot of words for buying the wrong kind of salt. Haha, we make cakemen here in Norway with horn salt, and just opening the oven after baking them is like getting punched in the face. I'm actually more surprised that you didn't smell it first before using it. The kids like to get unknowing people to smell the jar and watch their response. Reminds me of this classic. Very much not salt. Actually, chemically,